Emeka, they are fighting. Would somebody stop them? Mama shouted, rising to her feet. It was a typical Saturday afternoon when Grandma arrived from the village, her weathered hands clutching the hands of her oversized bag. Her son Emeka had insisted on bringing her to the city after years of being apart. She entered the living room, marveling at the size of the house, the polished floors, and the huge flat television mounted on the wall. "What kind of window is that?" Grandma asked, squinting at the TV as she set her bags down. Emeka chuckled. "That's not a window, Mama. It's a television." Grandma frowned. "This television is too big, oh. Are you sure it won't fall down from that place?" Emeka smiled and nodded. "Don't worry, Mama. It's safe." As the evening wore on, the family gathered in the living room to watch a popular soap opera. Grandma had never seen anything like it before. The sound was loud, pictures were too clear, and the characters, well, they seemed too real. Suddenly, an argument erupted on the screen between two characters, their voices growing louder with each passing second. One of them, a tall man with a fierce expression, grabbed the other by the collar. Grandma's eyes widened. Emeka, they are fighting. Won't somebody stop them?" she shouted, rising to her feet. Emeka laughed. "Mama, it's just a movie. They are acting." But Grandma didn't believe it. Acting? Acting what? "You people in the city have no heart at all. They will kill each other and you are all sitting here doing nothing," she said, her voice rising in panic. Before anyone could stop her, Grandma grabbed the broom leaning against the wall. She charged towards the TV, her face set in determination. "I will stop this nonsense myself if you are not going to stop it." "Grandma, no!" shouted Emeka's daughter, Amaka. But it was too late. With all her strength, Grandma swung the broom at the TV, striking the screen with a loud thud. The room fell silent as a loud cracking sound echoed in the air. Emeka rushed forward, eyes wide in horror, as he saw the cracked screen. "Mama, what have you done?" he asked, hands on his head. Grandma, still holding the broom, looked proud. "Yes, of course I saved them. Those men were very, very wicked. They were fighting and nobody was doing anything." Amaka burst into laughter, covering her mouth. Emeka couldn't help but join in, shaking his head. "Mama, it's just a movie. The people inside are not real." Grandma blinked, confused. "Not real? Then why were they fighting like that?" Emeka, you should have told me now." The next morning, Grandma was already up before anyone could wake up. As was her usual routine back in the village, she walked around the house, observing all the strange gadgets and devices. She had heard stories about life in the city, but nothing could have prepared her for what she saw. In the kitchen, she stared at a machine making strange noise. "What is that noise? Is there something stuck inside?" she asked, pointing to the coffee machine. Emeka's wife Ada laughed softly as she poured coffee into a mug. "It's just a coffee machine, Mama. Would you like some coffee?" Grandma wrinkled her nose. "Coffee? No, thank you. Where is my pap? I don't know where you people drink, why you people drink bitter things in this city. That's not my thing, please." Ada smiled. "Mama, we'll make pap for you, Mama, but you should try coffee. I bet you will like it." Grandma waved her off. "One day, when the cows come from heaven, I won't, my daughter." After breakfast, Grandma decided to help in the kitchen. She spotted the microwave, which to her looked like a modernized version of the ovens she used back in the village. She squinted at the buttons. "What does this thing do?" she muttered to herself. Pressing a few random buttons, the machine beeped, and the numbers on the screen began to change rapidly. Emeka walked into the kitchen just in time to see smoke beginning to rise from the microwave. "Mama, what are you doing?" he exclaimed, rushing to open the door. "Isn't it for cooking?" Grandma asked, confused. "I was trying to heat up some food." Emeka sighed, trying not to laugh. "Mama, You can't put metal inside the microwave. Grandma looked down at the metal pot she had placed inside the microwave. But how was I supposed to know that? In the village, we cook with fire, not machine. Ada came into the kitchen, shaking her head in amusement. Mama, you are going to burn our house down before the week is over. Later that evening, Grandma sat in front of the TV again, still fascinated by how clear everything looked. This television is too sharp, she said. It's like the people are going to enter inside our house. Amaka, please lock the door before they jump in. Amaka, her granddaughter, smiled and handed her the remote control. Here, Grandma, you can change the channel if you want to. Grandma took the remote cautiously, turning it over in her hand. So, this small thing controls this big TV. Yes, just press this button, Amaka pointed. Grandma pressed the button and the TV suddenly went silent. Ha! I broke it again, oh, she exclaimed, panic rising in her voice. No, Grandma, you just muted it, Amaka explained, trying not to laugh. Press this to unmute it. Grandma pressed another button, but this time, the volume shot up to full blast and the room was filled with a loud voice from a news broadcaster. Why is he shouting at me? Grandma yelled, covering her ears. Emeka walked in and quickly turned the volume down. Mama, it's okay. You just need to be gentle with these things, this gadget. Grandma wasn't convinced. This small stick is too powerful. I don't trust it, she said, handing it back to Amaka. You change it. I don't want to break anything else in this house again. One afternoon, Amaka decided to introduce Grandma to the world of smartphone. Grandma, you should learn how to use my phone. That way, we can send you pictures and videos when you go back to the village. Grandma eyed the small device suspiciously. This thing is too small. How can you fit so much inside it? It's easy, Grandma. Look, just press this one here. Amaka demonstrated. Grandma took the phone cautiously, holding it like it was something very fragile. She pressed the screen as Amaka showed her, and suddenly, her son's voice came through. Hello, Mama, is that you? Emeka's voice echoed from the phone. Grandma turned the phone over, pressing it to her ear upside down. Why can't I hear you properly? This phone is too small. Turn it to the right way, Grandma. Amaka laughed. Grandma flipped the phone and yelled into the speaker. Emeka, can you hear me now? Emeka chuckled. Yes, Mama, I can hear you. Please don't shout, Mama. After hanging up, Grandma decided to explore the other features of the phone. She accidentally opened the camera and pressed the button, taking several photos of herself with a confused expression. Why is this phone taking pictures of me? I didn't ask it to, she exclaimed, frustrated. Amaka burst into laughter. Grandma, you are taking selfies. Grandma looked horrified. Self what? Who asked for this? This city technology is just too much for me. After Grandma ran in with the TV and the phone, Grandma still had more to learn about the world of technology. One day, while sitting with her son Emeka, she overheard him talking about online shopping. What do you mean you don't go to the market anymore? Grandma asked, her eyebrows raised in disbelief. Emeka smiled. Mama, we can order anything online. You just select what you want on the computer or phone and they bring it to your doorstep and that's it. Grandma leaned forward, fascinated. You mean to say I don't have to go to the market or carry heavy basket on my head anymore? Emeka nodded. Exactly, Mama. It's very easy now. Grandma thought for a moment. Show me how it works. I want to try it. Emeka, excited by his mother's curiosity, pulled out his laptop and sat with her. Okay, Mama, what would you like to order? Grandma's eyes gleamed. I want a big pot, the kind we use in the village to cook for many people. Emeka clicked on a few options. Here, Mama, just choose the size you want. Grandma squinted at the screen, her fingers hovering over the different options. After some time, she pressed a button and said, this one looks good. Emeka smiled and finalized the order. It should arrive tomorrow. The next day, there was a knock at the door. Grandma rushed to open it, expecting to see the big pot she had ordered. Instead, she found a delivery man standing beside a mountain of boxes. What is all this? She asked, confused. The man smiled politely. Your order, ma'am. 100 rolls of toilet paper. Grandma's mouth dropped open. Toilet paper? I didn't order for this. Emeka and Amaka came to the door, and upon seeing the boxes, Emeka laughed. Haha, Mama, I think you clicked on the wrong thing. Grandma shook her head in disbelief. Toilet paper? 100 rolls? What am I supposed to do with that exactly? With all this? I only wanted pot. The family laughed for days, and even Grandma had to smile. This online shopping is too confusing. I will stick to the market from now on. I'm not doing this song with you people again. Despite her hesitation with online shopping, Grandma's curiosity about technology hadn't faded. One day, Amaka decided to introduce her to social media. Grandma, you can use Facebook to keep in touch with family and friends. Amaka explained, showing her the app on her phone. Grandma frowned. What's Facebook? Is it a book with faces in it? Amaka giggled. No, Grandma. It's a place where people can share pictures and messages. Grandma looked intrigued. So I can write a message and everyone will see it. Exactly, Amaka said, setting up a profile for her. Grandma sat back, thinking carefully. She decided to write her first post. I will write something simple. She typed slowly, one finger at a time, and posted, I made porridge today. Come and eat. Within minutes, comments started flooding in. Grandma's friends from the village were all responding, but she didn't understand why. Why are they all asking about my porridge? She asked, confused. Amaka peeked at the screen and burst into laughter. Haha, Grandma, you posted that for everyone to see. Grandma's eyes widened. Everyone? I thought it was just for family. This technology is too open. Later, Amaka helped her post a family picture, but instead of the family photo, Grandma had accidentally uploaded a selfie of her looking confused. Why is everyone laughing at me? Grandma asked, looking puzzled. Amaka grinned. You posted a selfie, Grandma. Grandma shook her head. This Facebook is too much. It's just too much work. I'll just stick to sending letters. After a few weeks in the city, Grandma had become more adventurous with the appliances in the house. One afternoon, she decided to heat up some leftover soup for lunch. This should be easy, she muttered to herself as she placed the metal pot inside the microwave. She pressed the button, but instead of setting it for 3 minutes, she accidentally set it for 30 minutes. As she waited, the microwave started making strange noises, and a faint smell of something burning filled the air. Grandma looked at the machine confused. This microwave doesn't know how to cook properly, she mumbled, checking the time. Just as the smoke started pouring out of the microwave, Emeka and Ada rushed into the kitchen. Mama, what did you do? Emeka asked, coughing as he waved the smoke away. Grandma pointed to the microwave innocently. I was just warming my soup. Oh. Emeka opened the microwave door and revealed the charred remains of what used to be soup. Mama, you can't use a metal pot inside microwave. And why did you set it for so long? Grandma crossed her arms defensively. How was I supposed to know? This thing doesn't cook like the firewood stove in the village. It's just too fast. Ada shook her head, laughing softly. Mama, we'll show you how to use it properly. Grandma sighed, looking at the burnt soup. Maybe I will just cook on the stove next time. One evening, while everyone was relaxing in the living room, Grandma noticed a small black device on the table. She had seen it before, but never asked what it was. Amaka, what is that small box over there? Does it do anything useful? She asked. Amaka smiled. That's our smart speaker, Grandma. It can play music, answer questions, and even tell you the weather. Grandma's eyes narrowed. A box can talk? And it knows the weather. Yes, watch, Amaka said as she called out, Alexa, what's the weather today? The speaker responded with a calm voice. The weather today is sunny with a high of 30 degrees. Grandma jaw dropped. Who is talking? Is there someone inside? Amaka giggled. No, Grandma. It's just a program. It listens to you and gives answers. Grandma wasn't convinced. This thing sounds like juju. I don't trust it. Curious, Grandma decided to try it herself. Box, play me some village music. The smart speaker remained silent. You have to say its name first, Grandma. Say Alexa, Amaka advised. Grandma cleared her throat and called out, Alexa, play village music. Instead of village music, the speaker started playing a pop song with heavy beats. Grandma jumped up. This is not village music now. This box is very rude. The family laughed as Grandma stood in front of the speaker, scolding it. You don't know anything about good music. You don't know at all. After weeks of trial and error, Grandma finally started to get the hang of some of the technology in the house. One evening, while everyone was busy, she decided to watch TV on her own. I will show them I can do this, she muttered to herself. As she picked up the remote control carefully, she pressed the button to turn on the TV, and to her delight, the screen lit up. Ha! I did it, oh! She said triumphantly, sitting back in her chair. Just as she started to relax, the news came on, with a serious-looking reporter talking about politics. Grandma frowned. Why are they talking so much? I want to watch something interesting. She tried to change the channel, but instead of finding a show, she accidentally turned on a streaming device, which confused her even more. Rows and rows of shows and movies appeared on the screen, but none of them made sense to her. What is this now? She asked loud. Too many choices. Later, she proudly showed her son how she could send a text message using her new phone. Look, Emeka, I've learned how to use it. She handed him the phone and he opened the message only to find a string of random emojis, smiling faces, dancing people, and even a few animals. Mama, what does this mean? He asked, trying to suppress his laughter. Grandma waved her hand dismissively. Don't ask me. I just pressed the button they told me to press. As the weeks passed, the family grew closer with Grandma's presence. Her humorous struggles with technology brought joy and laughter to the house, but it also reminded them of the importance of patience and family. One evening, as they all sat around the dinner table, Emeka looked at his mother and smiled. Mama, you've learned a lot since you came to the city. Grandma nodded, her eyes twinkling. Yes, I may not know everything about these gadgets, but I'm getting better. Amaka laughed. You are practically a tech expert now, Grandma. Grandma chuckled. I don't know about that, but I've learned something important. No matter how much technology changes, family is what matters most. The family sat quietly for a moment, reflecting on her words. It was true. Despite the confusion, the misunderstanding, and the funny mishaps, Grandma's time in the city had brought them all closer. They had shared laughter, lessons, and stories that would stay with them forever. Emeka looked at his mother, his heart swelling with pride. Mama, you brought so much joy to this house. We will never forget the time you tried to save the actors on TV. The family burst into laughter, remembering the broken screen and Grandma's heroic attempt to stop the fight on the soap opera. Grandma joined in, shaking her head. I thought I was doing the right thing, my son, she said, her laughter mixing with the others. You people watch too much fighting on TV. In my time, if we saw a fight, we step in to stop it. Amaka, still giggling, leaned over and asked Grandma, do you think you will ever get used to all this technology? Grandma smiled warmly. Maybe not completely, but I've learned enough. What I've really learned is that no matter how much things change, love and family will always stay the same. Ada reached over and squeezed Grandma's hand. You are right, Mama. We are so lucky to have you here with us. Grandma nodded. And I'm lucky to have all of you, even with your confusing gadgets and strange machines. I wouldn't trade this time for anything. As the family finished their meal, Grandma noticed a new device sitting on the table. It was sleek, shiny, and had lights that flickered every few seconds. What does this one do? Grandma asked, pointing at the gadget suspiciously. Amaka grinned. That's a smart vacuum cleaner, Grandma. It cleans the floor by itself. Grandma's eyes widened. A machine that cleans by itself. Now, I've seen everything. She picked up her broom and held it like a weapon. Ha! If it tries to clean while I'm still around, I will chase it away with this. The family roared with laughter, imagining Grandma chasing the vacuum around the house with her trusty broom. You are always ready for battle, Mama, Emeka joked. Grandma laughed along, shaking her head. Well, you never know when these machines might turn against you. I will keep my broom close just in case. As the evening wound down, Grandma looked at her family with a satisfied smile. She may not have understood all the technology in the house, but she knew one thing for sure. The love and laughter they shared made it all worthwhile. Before heading to bed, Grandma turned to the camera with a twinkle in her eyes and said, "What funny tech mishap have you had in your family? Share your stories with us and don't forget to subscribe for more laughter and adventure." This story is inspired by my late grandma and the beautiful life she lived. She brought so much love, laughter and wisdom into our family, and her memory continues to bring joy to us every day. We love and cherish the moments we had with her, and this story is a tribute to all the grandmas out there who enriched our lives with their kindness, humor, and strength. If this story brought a smile to your face, please share it with your loved ones. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more heartwarming and funny tales that celebrate family, love, and lifestyle adventures. Thank you for always watching, and we hope to see you again soon. Till I see you again in my next story. Goodbye.